Good morning. It's still the morning. Good morning, all. Um, okay, so yesterday I did a live stream. It was a bit of a boring one, wasn't it? Because I was reacting to an iDubbbz video. I'm not going to do that this time, but um, obviously, obviously, a lot of people did dislike that video. So yeah, have some sweets to eat. Just a bit left to finish. And you know the sad part about sweets? Assorted sweets, it's that when you have these kind of sweets with different flavors, most of the time you only get like the common ones, and the other flavors are just so scant, so rare. It's possibly like finding gold in, I don't know, in a water bottle or something. That's how rare it feels like sometimes. Anyways, um, so I've contemplated about my previous video on Razor Fist, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to publish it. I'm not going to. I'm still gonna keep it because I think it's worth keeping. It's not a big video, it's like 4 minutes, which I think would be cool to post, but then again, I'm not ready for any kind of drama it may fish out. So I might as well not post it. I'm afraid of getting drama. I don't know. I just don't know, okay? I'm not ready for that. Anyways, wow, this tablet's really bright. So let me just unbrighten it. Okay. So, hmm. Oh, my eyes really hurt. My eyes hurt so much. Oh my gosh. It's so freaking bright. Sorry, guys. It's just so bright. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So, yesterday, when I finished my live stream, I think it was around, you could say, midday. Oh no, before midday. I can't remember now. See, I'm forgetting stuff. I'm forgetting stuff. Before I think I live streamed, I had a wonderful concept for another idea I recently had. I'm not going to spill any beans on these ideas because anytime I tell you guys something, it doesn't come out right. So that's why I have no interest in in telling you guys that. But yesterday I was just like, drop my glasses. Hold on. Yesterday I was thinking about this idea, and I thought about it a bit some more, and I realized that the idea will be cool if I redesign the character. So yeah, sometimes you gotta redesign some characters. A yellow one. This is lemon flavored. I'm not really a fan of a lot of lemon flavored sweets. It really depends on what kind of sweet it is, though. So this one is going to be sweet, but sour. Taste just like lemon. Hmm. Okay. So, anyways, I just love having ideas, and then days later I will think about it some more and even more, and then very soon all the ideas will somehow grow and become really good, beautiful concepts. The only damn problem is I don't know which idea to start with. I am working on a few books, which is good, and I'm not going to give up on that. I'm going to continue and be headstrong on those books. And here's the thing, for a while I was struggling with one of those books because there were so many concepts written for that specific book, and I was afraid of letting go of all those cool concepts. So I had to be brave enough to let go and talk myself just to let go of all these cool concepts. So hold on, let me just show you the book. I can't find the book. It's this one right here. I had so many cool concepts, and all of a sudden, all those cool concepts that I thought were really awesome just a few months ago are now gone. It's really sad, but I think it's really good to keep changing ideas if it doesn't work out. Not every idea is going to be gold. Sometimes you have to rearrange it. Sometimes you have to maybe strengthen its flavor, or sometimes you have to weaken the flavor in order for everything to work out just fine. The big problem with working on epic fantasy sagas is that um, when you create more concepts, it's going to have a lot of plot holes, and I have to think of ways to stitch up all of those plot holes. I just can't stand plot holes. And so every time I'm developing something, and I'm planning ahead for the series because it's going to be a long series, and I want each book to really add small additions and sometimes large additions to the story. But at the same time, I don't want plot holes. I know somehow there could be a plot hole, no matter how no matter how good I am with writing. I know for a fact that there might be one or two plot holes, but I'm going to try my best to make sure they don't exist. I want this to be, at least for the law, flawless, and hopefully people can enjoy them. But when I was working on this book, I kept thinking about demographics. I know this book could be trendy because there's a lot of like cool concepts, very interesting concepts that makes you just want to be a part of this world. However, I did realize that it is going to be it is going to be a series mostly for a female audience. So yeah, for a while I was thinking, I don't know, what should I do? But now I'm just accepting it. I can work on a different idea for boys, because I think that's just cool. When you separate those ideas, it's just awesome. Not everything has to be neutral, but still, I wonder how many people will read that book when it comes out. Hopefully, it does well. Hopefully, it does really well. I am self-publishing, so it's going to be performing differently, and it may underperform compared to a lot of traditional publishers, but hopefully, it does well enough and it gains a steady fan base. That's the most important part, because when you're writing a series, you want people to check the next and the next book. And it won't be possible if no one likes the first one. So that's why the first one will be really diminutive. And then following that, I will increase the sizes of those books. The first one has to be a foundation, and you can't just throw all the world building in immediately. You have to really slowly like plant the seeds in that first book. And if you are going to reveal something later on, might as well plant it in the first book and just kind of slip it in, so it's not a big deal in the first book, but towards the end it becomes a big deal. So yeah, I hope you guys get to enjoy that book. I kept having so many cool ideas, and honestly, I kept thinking which format to put them on. Should it be comic or should it just be novel? I think written words are good for certain stories, but sometimes you really want to show the vividness of certain stuff, or you want the characters to be seen because obviously the characters have really interesting, unique, textured designs. Okay, another sweet. My throat feels all weird now. I'm guessing this is passion fruit. Mm. Hmm. Sometimes I don't like going on Twitter. It's so hectic, But I have to go on Twitter sometimes because I have to see what's going on. I have to know what the heck is going on. And every day there's a new story, and every day someone's getting angry at something, and then there's a back, and then there's a forth. It's going back and forth like the waves. Really tiresome at times, but it's cool. It's just cool. Sometimes you just got to accept it. It's going to be weird. Um, oh, what's this? Professor Dave's is toxic. Oh, that guy. The what do you call him? The woke historian. There's plenty of woke historians on YouTube. I'm sure you guys may have come across them. There's always like you could say a handful of them you'll come across when you're searching a topic. They always project all of their feelings onto history, and it doesn't make any sense because why would you do that? Why on earth would you do such a thing? History isn't on your side, or on anyone's side. It's just history. So some people really really go too far with that and just yeah. But anyways, let's. I just have a few left, and if you listen carefully, do you see any value or analyze? Do you see any value in history or analyzing it from the current perspective? I would say I would like just a bland perspective, not just from someone biased, because it's good to hear obviously from different perspectives, but at the same time, it's like there's just going to be so much twists and turns. Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, I am really, oh my goodness, this algorithm for the tablet is it's so weird. Um, I was using this as I write, so I would connect my earphones to this as I would write, because this phone I'm using right now for live streaming, I would use it for searching words or Googling anything. And I could use this for Googling. Don't get me wrong. The problem is when you use something like big like this. Okay, look at this. To use both hands, it's going to be really difficult. And yeah, it's something I don't want to deal with at all when it comes to researching stuff. I rather just watch some videos on this as I write or listen to music. And on this, I'll just type. And it's really weird to jump from this to this. I remember on Saturday, I was using this for a couple of hours, and then I switched back to this phone, and all of a sudden, my entire perspective was all mixed. Okay, let's read this comment. What about things like economic history becoming popular nowadays, especially with the tariffs becoming a big topic and a potential US economic crash? I've been really, really avoiding a lot of news on the tariffs, because everywhere you go, it's just mostly, I wouldn't say reporting, it's mostly just people being vitriolic. I've come across some really vitriolic statements, even today too. Came across some vitriolic statements. It's not news, it feels um, so sensationalist, clickbaity at times, because a lot of people are showing their biases. They're not just reporting it as it is. My favorite kind of videos these days is just watching old cartoons or stuff like that, and just people talking about pulp comics or magazines. It's really awesome. if you're trying to avoid vitriol relating to the tariffs, do you think there is a positive angle to them that is being underrepresented? I feel like there is just um, there are those who are talking about it in a positive light, definitely, but I feel like not it's not about the positive light. It's just the I just want no no biases, because I just can't stand it, I can't stand it. A lot of people all of a sudden started caring about different topics once the tariff news came into play. Like, for example, video games. Most of the people were crying about the video game tariff stuff, but at the same time, it's like, wait a minute, weren't some of these guys hating on video games just a few weeks ago? So now it's convenient for them to talk about video games and use it to their side. But yeah, so I feel like it's the same thing now with today's news with movies and tariffs on foreign films. A lot of people are getting upset, but the thing is that many people who are upset online and saying such vitriolic statements, many of them just a few days ago were saying such nasty stuff about foreign films. For example, anime. Many of them can't stand watching anime because of the anime cliches, but at the same time, now they want to defend foreign films like anime, and it's like why though? Because from my perspective, it's like these guys were just crapping on anime and a lot of foreign films for a while now. But I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay for them to side with it when it's convenient. It's like a switch. Just switch on and off. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.